Hello, America. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to my review of T.I. and Tiny Friends and Family Hustle. Episode 1. Okay. So I wrote my notes. You can't see this, but I got my notes on my phone, okay? I watched it yesterday, and here I go. So we start off with T.I. coming to visit Tiny and their herd of children. I didn't know they had all them kids. I know that it's not like all their kids and they got like a blended family and shit, I guess. But I know them motherfuckers got kids on kids on kids. And then she got a baby. Like, I forgot they had that baby last year. A baby will not make a man stay, no matter if he got money or not. Okay? No matter if you got money or not. If that nigga don't want to stay, guess what? Guess what he ain't gonna do? He ain't gonna stay. He sees the children leave. They are like, interacting or whatever. He's like, this is what he said. Okay. He said, if the only reason why Tiny is acting like this is because it was presented to her through social media, basically because everybody saw this. If somebody has sent this to her privately, then he said, and I quote, we would have had a conversation about it and it would have been done. It would have been like we would have gotten over it. He says to her, what did he say? Because I wrote it down. He says, people in their business are making it complicated. He says people are in their business while he's sitting up here talking to Tiny when there are probably 2 cameras, a production crew, and everybody else in your damn house. But you're talking about it's just too much, too much be happening. And I be like, I can't. Everybody in our business, and we used to be able to do what we did, and nobody would know, but now everybody in our business. You just had a TV show called T.I. and Tiny, The Family Hustle. Everybody thought you was gonna get a divorce, then you canceled the divorce. Now you back with another show. Oh, this all is surrounding the video. I should have said that. The video when T.I. was caught touching that girl's butt. So they go into the room and he's laying on the bed and she like, big homie, you gotta get up. Like you better go to wherever you was because they're living separately. And she gotta deal with all them fucking kids. Hell no. Hell to the no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no. Fuck. Got me fucked up. You think you about to take 3 of these kids along with you. I don't know where you stand, who couch you sleeping on, or what woman you fucking. But you gonna take these kids with you. Thank you. This nigga gonna sit up there and talking about, I am flabbergasted about the accusations and I need to go home and ponder. And I was like, this nigga is 40 years old, acting like a fucking... It's one thing to be a cheating nigga, but it's another thing to be hoity-toity and a cheating nigga. I know that nigga didn't try to what? Elegantly express his bullshit. Because that's all he do. He just elegantly tries to express his bullshit. Because I was like, I know damn well. But you know what? Like, what did I put? I put this Hollywood shit is weird. I don't want your ass. But it seemed like, you gonna stay with him because the bag is okay and you got all these kids and, I put on the paper, he's annoying and he knows that she gonna take him back. He said, one day you gonna put me out and one day I'm not gonna come back. Now see, that That's saying a lot, even though he said it as a joke. If he is, quote, doing wrong in his relationship to the outside public, because who knows what type of situation they got going on. But at least whatever situation we have going on, can you not do it in the public eye? That's all I'm asking. Like, don't be having these people like don't even be touching girls' butts. Whatever y'all situation is should be on the DL. Nobody should know that he out here touching women's butts. He was like, one of these days you gonna ask, you gonna kick me out, and I'm not gonna come back. And that's how I know that all Tiny do is get mad for a minute, and he buy her a gift. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. But at the end of the day, she gonna either pop out a child for him or let that nigga back in the house, and he proceeds to do it all over again, and then they go through this cycle. So weren't they going through this cycle on what was that, Escape, the Escape little not documentary, little reality show that they had? Wasn't she going through this shit on Ti and Tiny? She was going through this. Wasn't she going through this shit on Tiny and Toya? Fuck, she been going through this shit for forever. But whatever. If you like it, I love it, honey. Oh, also, is that Tiny's real booty? Cause I was looking at Tiny's booty like, damn, bitch, really? Is that you? Next, we see Monica. Monica has 3 kids. The girl is she has 2 boys and a girl. She lives there with her obvious children, her husband, her mother, and her stepfather. I didn't like that wig that she had on. The little blonde, like, pixie cut wig. I feel like pixie cuts have to be your hair. Or like a bomb ass. I just feel like pixie cuts have to be your hair because you need that like naturalness of like the fade and the hair, like just look more natural. I feel like if you put on a wig and it's like, raising up from the bottom and shit, it just don't. And I'm not saying it was raising up from the bottom. I'm just saying like a pixie cut needs to be like your real hair. Unless you can just lay it out and do like a quick weave. But also you gotta have short hair. I feel like you have to have short hair to make a pixie cut work. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. This woman said first of all, I don't know much about Monica. Like, I don't know much of her music. I didn't listen to Monica like that. Or at all. Sorry. I'm a child, okay? I'm 23. I know she was, first of all, I know her Atlantean accent was that thick. She was sitting up there talking like this, and I was like, girl, what the fuck? What the fuck you say, girl? Don't come for me, Atlanta. Please. Please don't come for me. I'm like, damn, girl, I can't hear. I can barely understand a word you saying up there talking like that, baby. Like, you don't even understand what the fuck I talk about, baby. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm sorry, don't come for me. She was talking about her contract and how now she is an independent artist. She was like, I was on my contract since I was about 12 or 13, and when it ran up, I said that I wanted to be an independent artist. I just didn't sign. And I said, well, damn, bitch. What kind of contract was you signing? How old is Monica, and how long was her contract? Was she re-signing a contract and then said now she's not going to sign? Or was Monica really on a 20-year contract? Just let me know. Let me know where they do that at so I can stay far away from that. Okay? I don't think we met Monica's husband. Monica, yeah, we did meet Monica's husband. Monica is married to that, I can't remember his name, but I don't know his name, but I know he's a basketball player. Couldn't even tell you who he played for, but his face looks really, really familiar. She's married to him. We then see Toya, and I'm like, I don't need to know anything else about Toya. But they didn't talk about Toya. Toya was a gateway to introducing Latoya Luckett from Destiny's Child. What's that song? I only know one Latoya Luckett song, but it was a good song with her and Ludacris. Uh, that song. Ah, damn, you gon' regret the day that you left me. You gon' regret the day that you left me. Still, that song. But I'm getting mixed up with Trey Songz's voice in my head, so I can't tell you. But that song, yeah, that was a great song, and I didn't really hear anything other. That was a long time ago. I didn't really hear anything else from Latoya Luckett, or maybe it wasn't mainstream, so I didn't go looking for it. But she goes to meet Toya, and I'm like, damn, y'all got somebody named Toya and Latoya. Now I gotta say Latoya's whole name. Why? Why you do that? Anyway, Latoya goes to meet Toya, and they're talking. They've known each other, I think, maybe 10 years. Ludacris' wife introduced them to each other, if I'm not mistaken. I probably am. Latoya is pregnant. She's expecting with her husband. Her husband seems like a goofy man. A goofy good man is what I mean. I mean, he seems like a really cool man. He seems funny. He's funny and all of that stuff. Let's just hope that this reality show shit don't fuck them up because they seem like a cute couple. They look like a cute couple. Anyway, they sit down and they start talking about Destiny's Child, and Tiny Toya is like, oh yeah, I never heard this though. I wanted to ask you. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna be talking like that for all of them, but sometimes they be just sitting up there talking. Damn, I can't do no Atlantean accent correctly. I'm so sorry, y'all. Atlanta, come for me. Come for me. Cause I'm not doing it right. So come for me. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. I'm sorry. They were talking about Destiny's Child and how it ended and that they used to go to school with one another. And I always thought that Kelly was always in the group. But Kelly and Beyonce met through Latavia, I think. I never knew that. I always saw Beyonce and Kelly were cousins. First of all, I don't know. I really did think that they were cousins. Maybe they weren't. Maybe it's just like, the bond. But yeah, when Latoya and Toya were meeting, she was talking about her boo and how much Toya was talking about her boo and how much she, liked him, and he was different from any other man that she's been with, and she really liked that. And she was like, I'm not, ready for marriage or whatever, but I'm like, you got a whole baby. So next we see Monica, Tiny, and Toya. They meet up. I really like Monica's lime green wig. I thought that was a look, the aesthetic. I can see Monica having that. Yeah, what did Toya call her? Bougetto, bougie and ghetto. I can see her having that aesthetic, and that is the ultimate aesthetic. Anyway, they were sitting down. Monica told Toya that Regine called her. Toya was like, what she said? She like, big homie, I can't tell you what she said, okay? I told her I don't tell you nothing. So, I'm gonna keep my promise, especially I tell you when the cameras go off. But I don't say nothing. I don't tell you nothing. Especially while these cameras on. Toya was like, people keep asking me when I'm gonna have another baby. Girl, you don't need another baby. Now I know she had Regine when she was young, 14 or 15 years old. And I know she like 30, and this is the time when, now is like a more appropriate time to have a baby, and you got a baby, and it's not weird or whatever. But I'm not trying to have a grown child and then two babies. I'm just not trying to do it. And then she was sitting up here talking about she wasn't ready for marriage. I know you're not ready for two more or an additional baby. Like, nah, I'm not trying to do that. Especially to know, nigga, you said you wasn't ready to marry, or you just wasn't ready to be married in general. Nah, I'm not about to sit up here and have a baby and go through all of that. That's not the wave. The wave, that is not. Any Any noise that you hear in the background is my gerbil, Jezzy. She's just living her best life, you know, probably chewing up something that I bought her. But she cute, so I love her. Next we see, I think T.I. met up with Lil Duval and some other nigga who they said the name and I said it don't matter. And he was talking about, of course, the whole video because that's what this whole episode was about. So he's talking to him. They like, damn, bro, how you get caught? Like, how that shit happened. T.I. says, and it's so beneficial to listen when someone speaks. It's so beneficial to listen when someone speaks because that way you'll know what they're saying. So T.I. says, there's no man code anymore. There was a man, the person who recorded him was a man who apparently was recording him through the door cracks at a place that he wasn't even in. And he said, T.I. said, you didn't see me cheating, you saw me flirt. I looked at him and I said, well, what in the fuck do you mean you were caught flirting? You're married. Whether you were caught conversing with a woman too closely, you could still be put under scrutiny for that because you're married. You're in a committed relationship with a woman, and 2 years ago, didn't she have this whole ass baby? Like, I don't get it. So the friend that I didn't get the name of, he asked, he was like, well, I follow Tiny too. Yeah, like, you a double agent. He like, hell yeah, I'm a double agent. Because I want to know, nigga, do you still love her? You want to be with her? And this man said, if I hadn't remembered anything in this episode, I will always remember this. Always. Because I want to run game on somebody like that. I want to have enough money and have somebody, I guess, be so entranced with the money or just be living such a good life that they don't even understand it. I didn't say some fucked up shit to them. He said, and I quote, what I am, I've always been. He didn't, I'm paraphrasing. He said, what I am, I've always been. Okay. So I can stay married as long as I'm allowed to still be who I am. And it don't take a brain surgeon, a neurophysicist. Is that a thing? That's probably not a thing. To figure out what the fuck he meant. Let me cheat and of course I'll stay. And I mean, Tiny okay with it apparently, because you can't be joking and laughing with somebody who put your marriage on display and then don't really have any type of sympathy because he's so used to doing this. He's been doing this his whole life and his whole marriage to you. So it's not like it's something that he gonna change. He's not gonna change it. So you either gonna get with it or get lost. And it seems like you just have decided again to get with it. So we see Regine and Toya. Regine goes over Toya's house. Regine is fucking annoying. You can tell like she give off that I'm that bitch vibe. And nobody knows if she really is that bitch. Like, nobody has gotten definitive proof if this girl is that bitch. Toya's like, I see you all on Instagram. I see you following behind Lucci. I feel like your image gonna get messed up because you fucking with this nigga. He getting arrested. People gonna think you got arrested. It's just you doing too much. You ain't gotta be with that nigga every single time he goes someplace. Like, she was like, well, you're just boring, mom. Like, you got to sit down because you got a baby. I'm out here experiencing my life. Like, I'm living my best life. I'm like, that nigga must have great dick. But, of course, like, he's good. He's bad for her. So, of course, his dick is amazing. Because every time somebody's bad for you, the dick and or the vagina is amazing. It's amazing. So, Toya's like, girl, you still got to go to school. She's like, Regine is like, I don't know if I'll be going back to school. First of all, what is she in school for? She was like, I felt like I went to school to make you happy, and I really didn't want to do it. And there's nothing wrong with not going to school, because I went to school at 18 and didn't really like it because I didn't have a major. And now I'm 23 and I'm going back, and I'm actually like really committed and like focused. But like, it's nothing wrong with that. But I don't, I mean, even if it's over a nigga, at least just don't like, at least know that you can like rectify your mistakes. Just don't get pregnant. Don't get pregnant. And Regina is like, I feel like I did it for you because you wanted me to go to college, and I just be sitting in there like, this ain't it, chief. And her mother was like, but you, I mean, you have the opportunity to go to college, like you should take it. But the thing is, you act like she not gonna have this opportunity. You, I mean, like, her father always got money, hopefully. You always on a reality show. There's a way for her to, you know, have the money and the funds and the resources to go to any college whenever she wants. Regine says that she wants to be an actress. Again, has anyone seen Regine act? We see Latoya's husband. They got married. I think they dated for like 2 months, 6 months, one of those. He proposed, then they went on their honeymoon and she got pregnant. He said, I don't know if he was joking or not, but he said he had an ovulation calendar in his phone and he knew what days to go. And I was like, let's hope we joking, because big homie. He trying to trap her. He trying to get that money, that bag, in case she leave him. What does he do for a living? I don't know. I'm sorry. Moving on, we see Tiny and Toya. They sit down for lunch or whatever. Latoya is having a housewarming party. Tiny, Toya is like, you know who Latoya is? Tiny like, yeah, she used to date Tip. She like, oh damn, I ain't know that. She like, I mean, it was before me, so it's fine. He's like, oh, okay. So are you going to the housewarming party? Tiny is like, yeah, I mean, I ain't got no problem with her. Yeah, sure, of course. Ain't shit, that I got going on. I think that they knew each other previously, but since Latoya left LA, I think that they, haven't stayed in touch or something, or their relationship needs to they need to build a relationship again. Toya was talking about the cameras that she had put in Regine's house, and Tiny was like, "You got the cameras put in her house, and one day you gonna look at your phone, and you gonna see something you don't want to see, and you gonna be shocked. You gonna be flabbergasted and have to go home and ponder what you saw." And she was like, no, 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 no. She know I got the cameras in the house. And she was like, oh, okay, well, you good. She just gonna take it to the bedroom then. You ain't gotta worry about seeing nothing. And Toya says in her confessional, she says Tiny is a little bit more relaxed with the way that she raises her children. I'm not controlling, but I don't want my daughter to go down the same path that I went. And I want her to be able to experience a life without being 14, 15, or whatever with a baby. Because what? Toya ain't do shit, but I mean, not saying Toya ain't do shit, but Toya ain't had no life after she had that baby. The fuck, and Lil Wayne was fucking everybody who walked. Anyway, we then see Tiny with just two of her children. Zanique, which I think is her daughter, right? Just her daughter. And then one of the kids that she got with T.I. I don't know. But Zanique is saying that they should go into the studio. Tiny is like, yeah, that's cool. I'm down when you down. I don't have a project coming out, so we can put it on your project. T.I. calls. Tiny is like, hey, did you get the invitation to the party? It's like, whenever we gotta go. He like, I'm not going. She like, but you have to go. Like, I need you there. He like, I'm not going. Like, we live separately. We do separate things. you want your independence or you want me to be there. It's either one or the other. So I'm not going. And Tiny was like, all the other husbands gonna be there. And she like, you have to go, baby. And I'm like, you calling this nigga baby, sweetie? I get what he's saying, like as far as the independence, but I feel like he's also playing her. Obviously, it's like, oh yeah, we gotta be independent from one another. But I feel like if he wanted Tiny to be someplace, she'd be there for him. And I don't know. I don't know. It was just like you can't depend on this nigga, and you said that you were able to depend on him in the past, and if that's something that you can't do now, then your relationship is at a different place, and both of y'all need to move on and be able to sustain happiness again. um he was like, that's not my kind of scene, that's not my party, that's like a lady thing. Okay, whatever. So last scene, they are at Latoya's housewarming party. I didn't know that they were gonna cook. See, I'm so used to Nene getting a chef, a personal chef for her and Kim to sit down and not eat no damn food, that I didn't know that celebrities really cook their own food. I didn't know that Latoya and her husband was in that kitchen cooking their own food. I was flabbergasted. I needed to go home and ponder what I had just seen. Um, so everybody comes. Latoya's like, "Where's Ti?" Tiny tries to soften it up, he said he didn't want to be here, but I'm like, we don't need you here, blah blah blah. This not his type of scene, blah blah blah. Trying to take the not disrespect, but the shock out of it. Like, oh wow, your husband didn't come to something that you said that you needed him to come to. That's showing that he don't give a fuck about you. I'm sorry, but it kind of is showing that. That's what it's showing to me, that he don't give a fuck about you. But I know it's just crazy. Like, either get divorced or let that nigga cheat and don't support you. Um, so they're sitting down, they're talking. Monica is not there. They're sitting down, they're talking. Latoya is like, it's good though that you've basically suffered this long and gone through this, because women wouldn't do, because when love is real, and you gotta, fight it out. There's a difference. And then this man who was Latoya's friend was like, yeah, I wasn't the nigga I was supposed to be, but after that 8 years, she helped me, and now I'm the nigga I'm supposed to be. It's because of y'all resilience, y'all. No, it's because we're blatantly fucking stupid. We give men chance after chance after chance that if you had done the same thing to them, they wouldn't give your ass any chance. They'd kick your ass out and keep the fucking kids and wouldn't let you see them. See, that's the thing that pissed me off. The fact that you are so forgiving to these men, and these men will kick your ass to the curb the first time you even look at another nigga, even glance at another nigga that look better than him in his own mind, and he like, oh bitch, you gotta go. Tell him you cheated on him and see how he say, nah bitch, we not getting back together. I got self-respect for myself. Oh, you don't? Well, that's your problem. I cheated on you and you say you cheated on me. I'm not staying. That's your problem, not mine. Come on now. That's the way it go. And I'm just like, please don't spew this bullshit that she is supposed to stay, because she's not. And it's trash. It's trash that they even said that shit. I think that's the end of the episode. They were just, feeling good, trying to make her feel good. They did a toast. They were saying, your life's gonna take off, Tiny. It's fine. Don't worry about it. But it's not fine, and you should worry about it. You should just let that nigga go. I know you got so many kids, but like, you making your own money. You about to go back on tour. Fuck this nigga. You don't need him. Let that nigga go. That's all I'm saying. So yeah. Yeah, and that was the end of the episode. I don't know if I will be reviewing this. I don't know if anybody will watch this. I don't know. But if you all like this review, please like, comment, and subscribe. My name is Brielle. I make beats. I sing songs. I have 2 goddess locks that are not done because I'm crazy. Okay. Big homie, I was doing these since um I took out my hair at 8:45 in the morning, washed my hair, did all of that, braided it, and got done with my hair at 2 something at night in the morning. The next morning, the beginning of this morning. So excuse me if I got two twisties in my head. Okay, nigga done had a hard life. Okay. Anyway, my name is Brielle. I make beats. I sing songs. If you like what you see, come on along. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye.